Hello. Um, we're back. We're back on the lake. I feel like it's been a long time since the last stream. Actually, also, this BGM, we've heard this a lot. Let's choose a different station. What is this one? Lo-Fi Volume 2. We're gonna listen to Volume 2 today. Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to another fishing stream. Let me lower the volume on my headset first of all. Okay. I think that's good, I don't know. The audio, I feel like I usually set this to like 40. 43 is probably a fine volume. First time being early, welcome. I sound like I just woke up, do I? I feel like, I don't know, I feel like my nose always sounds a bit like stuffy or whatever. It's probably more noticeable today, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it's my nose. Yeah, so last time I streamed was on Monday, last week, and it was like, that was before I was on call, so the reason I streamed early last week was because I started my on-call rotation on Wednesday, and it ended this past Wednesday, so I'm not on call anymore. I'm secondary, which means if there's like prod issues and the primary person can't handle it, it get escalated to me, but I don't expect that to happen. So hopefully that's fine. Hopefully we don't get alerted for anything today. But yeah, it's been a while because last time I streamed was like more than a week ago. I feel like usually I tend to stream like in the middle of the week, like Wednesdays or Thursdays. But it was like Monday last week and then Thursday today. I think Pomu's also streaming Metal Gear right now, but I guess I'm not gonna watch that for now. I was just thinking to yourself, wonder if I missed one of your streams. Yeah, you have not. I only stream like once a week basically. So this is this week's stream. I've been actually playing a lot of Elden Ring this past week. I got a lot to catch up on. I mean, I guess some things happened. I bought Elden Ring on Saturday. Actually, let me just put this thing in the water first. So we actually have something to catch. Yeah, so if my voice sounds weird, if I sound like I just woke up, I did not, but I don't know, I can also kind of tell that I sound a bit different today. Anyway, so on Saturday, last Saturday, or Friday, it might have been Friday, I finally decided to buy Elden Ring. I remember last time I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna buy Elden Ring, it seems like the kind of game where I'd spend a lot of hours on. And I think last week I was just like, I had nothing to do, as usual. Like I mentioned last time, I was programming the Grand Blue Rate Finder thing, and then I gave up when I had to do front end stuff. But I was like, I need something else to do. So I was like, I'm gonna buy Elden Ring, and then I did. And I've been playing that game a lot. So I've never played a Dark Souls game before, or any of the Soulsborne type games, but this one's pretty fun. Welcome to Ryan. Yeah, so I started off. I think I started on the same day that Ame started her stream. I also happened to choose Samurai just because I thought it looked cool. And most of my experience watching Souls games is watching Northern Lion play, and most of the time he plays with like characters with like huge weapons. Like I guess it's like a strength build, but I was like, I'm gonna pick Samurai because it looks cool. And then I did, and it's been pretty fun. I kind of wish I had chosen like a different build, like a character who has just character who has a huge weapon, slow attacks. I feel like that probably would have been more my style. Now I'm stuck with this cool looking samurai dude. But I have maybe like 20 something hours in the game so far. And as I was watching a stream earlier, and I saw what the map looked like at the near endgame levels, and there's like so much more of the map I literally have not even gotten near. I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend like 100 hours on this game, but also trying to like mainline all the main bosses probably is also not a great idea. Couldn't go to the gym today. It's really windy and cold outside. Oh yeah, it's like spring, right? I guess is spring usually more windy? I don't know. Hopefully the weather's nice. Have I tried Sifu? Is that a game? I think I've seen some people streaming it, but I never tried it myself. I usually don't try games. Like, it's very rare for me to buy a video game. I mean, okay, that's not true. It's very rare for me to play a video game. Because I bought a lot of VR games on sale on Steam, but never actually got around to playing them. I have like probably like 20 or 30 fishing games. Not fishing games, sorry. I'm distracted. VR games that I bought on Steam while they were on sale. And I have no intention of playing any of them. It's like when you buy like a bundle, it's like, oh yeah, here's like 10 games that come in this bundle. And 9 of them are kind of like, I don't really care what those games are. That's my experience. Basically, immersion. Floating fishing rod? What does it look like in third person? Is it like my character's hands are not holding onto the fishing rod? But yeah, generally I don't buy a lot of games. Right? I don't play a lot of games. I guess most recently, I mean, since I got VR, it's probably the most gaming I've done in years. Because usually the only games I play are like ones that are on the Switch. Because that's my primary console. Now that I have an actual gaming PC, I could probably play more games, but I'm also like, I'm the kind of person who, like, if I spend too much time on a game, I feel like I'm wasting my life. Like when I played Breath of the Wild. Probably I'm gonna feel the same with Elden Ring pretty shortly. Like, if I spend like 70 hours in a game, I could've been like, I could have spent this time doing something else, you know? But I guess that's, I don't know, it's fine. Sometimes a rod clips through my face. Yeah, the character model is not proportional to real people proportions. I know people have mostly been streaming like Elden Ring. I've seen like before Elden Ring came out, people were streaming like the Zero Horizon Dawn whatever game. When you just cast it and set it down, it looked like it was floating. And oh yeah, there's a thing here that you can put it on. I don't know what is this called a mount? I have no idea what this thing is called. The thing that holds a rod. Hello, hello. Sim can be set up in any activity, so it really comes down to what you feel like it's... Yeah. Because, I guess for me, I like programming in my free time. I feel like a lot of people like who do programming as a job, they tend to not really do it in their free time because it's like, you know, it's their work and they don't really have projects they want to work on. But for me, I'm always looking for something that I can program because to me, I don't know, I like making useful stuff. I guess sometimes like I like to draw, but not recently. It's only like when I draw, it's when I feel like I have motivation to draw something cool. What do we people get to decide what's a waste of time? It's my own decision. If I'm just like, if I feel like I've wasted my time playing video games. I mean, obviously for other people it's fine, right? If you enjoy spending your time playing video games and it's fun to you, you know, that's cool. But for me personally, I feel like I would rather do other things. But it's also like me as a person who watches streamers play video games, like, I'm not like judging them for doing it, because, you know, they're having fun. I'm having fun watching them playing. Also, me playing this game, I don't feel like playing this game is a waste of time. This game is like fun and relaxing. Trying to learn Japanese and the amount of hours you put into it. Yeah, I felt the same way. For me, when I tried learning Japanese, I took a course in not high school, college. It was like 1 semester of Japanese, and it was okay. It was kind of slow because I'd like watch a lot of anime and like I know a lot of like I studied like Romaji, not Romaji, katakana and hiragana and all that beforehand. So I already knew a lot of the stuff in the course. It's pretty slow, but then when I actually went into learning like kanji and stuff like that on my own, it felt really useful. Like I started using wanikani a long time ago, and I've retained a lot of that knowledge. I've been like I fell off pretty quickly though. Like I haven't used wanikani or bunpro in the past few months, I think, but I still recognize some words. Everyone you know, including yourself, programs in your free time. I feel like none of my coworkers program in their free time. I guess it depends on the kind of people you hang out with. Like at my workplace, we used to have a bunch of people who were interested in programming in their own free time. But then they all gradually left the company. So I think I'm the only one so far in my company that's still, I mean in my team of like 10 to 15 people. And yeah, I feel like I'm the only person who really programs in my free time on my team. But obviously if you have like friends you hang out with online, or like, you know people who program, I feel like that's the best like thing, right? If you know people who are interested in something, and then you can all talk about it. That's cool and productive. Because I miss when I had coworkers who actually cared about, you know. It's not to say that people I work with now don't care about programming, but you know, there's a difference between when someone is clearly like they like programming in their free time, so then the stuff that they work on in their own time they incorporate into their work, and then you learn from it. A lot of people nowadays at my company, on my team, it's just like they just do the day-to-day stuff, right? Here's a ticket, just get it done, whatever. There's no real like, oh yeah, here's something I looked into in my own free time, and I think it'd be cool to learn about this. But you know, obviously, you know, people have responsibilities outside of work. You know, people have kids, they have stuff they gotta do. Can't really expect everyone to want to do stuff like that. But it's cool when they do. Kanji is the hardest JP language. Kanji is like, yeah, I know some people who know Chinese, and whenever they go to Japan, they can't read the signs, like in Japanese, but they can infer the meaning because they know the characters. And it's like, that's kind of cool. I feel like that's kind of where I'm at now. Like I never studied Chinese really, but so the characters were mostly new to me. But now that I've done wanikani a bunch, I can kind of remember a lot of the meanings of words, but I'll often forget the pronunciation, and it's fine. Yeah, when you already know the base. You tried to learn Japanese, but you realized it would take a long time to learn a new language. Have you learned about there's things called space repetition systems? Like wanikani is an example of it. There's also I think Anki is like the flashcard thing. But for me, mostly I found that wanikani works for me because a lot of the time it's just like you spend a few minutes a day to do it, and it'll give you like a schedule that you can work on, right? Like you learn a word, and then in 8 hours the app will remind you to review it and all that. And generally it's at a time, it's not that much time spent at once, but it really builds up, and I feel like that kind of structured learning helps. Like for me, when I was studying Japanese without wanikani or any sort of system, that's kind of just like, you know, you don't have motivation to work on it because you don't have like a structured set of things. Like when you're taking a course, right? There's like an instructor and they're like grading your work, and you have tests and homework and stuff. But to study something in your own time, it's a lot harder to do unless you have something pushing you to do it. And also, like, it takes a long time, so you're like, I don't know if I want to invest the time in this, right? So, I don't know. Also, welcome everyone. You're finishing up your work, so you'll listen to me in the background. Yeah, it's fun watching streamers in the background. I've been doing that a lot more lately. Someone you know in RC made their own image viewer because he hated all the ones you... Yeah, I feel like for me, all my programming that I do is because there's something that I wish existed and no one has made it, or like no one has made a convenient version of it. So for me, I'm just like, okay, I know how to code, I'll just make it myself. And then I do. Welcome. I can't read or have full conversation in Japanese, but a few phrases in the same Japanese song. I think a lot of people have picked up stuff from like anime or manga, or like if they watch Japanese VTubers, you probably know a few phrases. And that helps when you like learn it for real. Because I know someone who's going WaniKani for the first time, and he keeps posting about stuff he's learned. Like he'll post his reviews and be like, "Oh yeah, I know this word from this anime," and I always think that's cool. It's just like when you learn stuff and you can apply it to your real stuff that you've done in the past. Like when I went to Japan for the first time after having done like half of the WaniKani course, I recognized so many words. It was really cool. I was like, I could look at a sign and be like, I know what that word means. And then like, since I would go to Japan every year, this was like pre-pandemic, I would go to Japan every year, and every year I would have done more of the course, so I'd know a lot more new words every time. And then I was like, oh yeah, last time I went to Japan, I didn't know this word, but now I do. And that's really cool. Also, today, I don't know if I'm gonna bother trying to catch the big fish. I've tried catching them the past 2 streams and I've been failing. I just want to chill today. I mean, I chill every time I stream this, but sometimes trying to catch the big fish is a bit stressful. Because it's like, it takes a lot of effort. Basically just catching the same fish with the same basic bait over and over. I always wonder, if you travel to places with different languages, how do you manage the talking and store stuff? Well, with Japanese, it also depends where you go, right? A lot of places are tourist friendly, especially if you go to like the main parts of Tokyo. When I went, I had friends who spoke Japanese, so it was kind of like I was able to depend on them. That was the first time I went. I couldn't really do much on my own. I have to like ask my friends, like, what is this word? If you know how to read katakana, you might be able to recognize a lot of words. Because despite like Japanese being, they have a lot of loan words, right? So if you go to like the convenience store, a lot of the names of foods are like basically just Japanese versions of English words. So if you can read the katakana, you'd be like, oh yeah, this word means, it sounds like this thing, it must be this, right? I wish you could at least read Japanese. You could start learning. I don't know. That's cool. Language learning is abysmal. About 2 years into. Yeah, I don't enjoy using. I tried using Anki at the same time as WaniKani, and I feel like Anki was not motivating enough for me. Because it was like, for Anki you have to like find the right deck of cards to use. Make sure that it's like structured well. I mean, like, it's free, which is cool, but yeah, the thing about WaniKani is also it does cost money. I think like the first 3 or 4 levels are free, and then everything else, you either pay like a lump sum to get lifetime access, or you pay like yearly. I paid yearly. They usually have like a discount, 50% off. And I did that. But I got to the last level, level 60, and then once you get there, they might actually offer you a very discounted price. So you've already reached max level, but you can still do reviews and stuff like that. I think it was like they offer, normally lifetime is like $200, which actually it seems like a lot, but I also think it's worth it. But if you do like 50% off and you manage to like blaze through your reviews and studies, you get to max level. they will personally offer you a discount on lifetime, and it costed like, I don't know, $60. But I don't know. I know some people spend like more than that amount on just like super chatting to people, so I don't know. If it's worth it to you, that's cool. Does it mean use other places' currency? You've not traveled outside US. Oh yeah, I guess like, I don't know, language exchanges. You get things like that. Yeah, kanji is based on Chinese. If you know Chinese, you can probably read a lot of Japanese. Like a lot of Japanese places have like kanji, stuff like that. You can probably recognize things. Anki lets you mine words as you read. Oh, you mean like if you have like a plugin where you can like add words that you know? I don't know. What does mine words mean? But I don't know. Yeah, I think I like Wanikani because it's well structured. You want to travel, but you get nervous talking to people. I feel like when I was there, I barely talked to people. I mean, like even in real life, like in New York, I don't really talk to people, right? Unless you're buying stuff, you have to order stuff. I'm rarely having like actual conversations with people. It's usually just transactional stuff like, oh yeah, would you like this to stay or to go? Or like, you know, what do you want to order on the menu? Usually you can just point to stuff, right? They'll have pictures. Or like in Japan, they have a lot of like vending machines. Which is actually cool, because like, you know, if you're like in the US, for example, to order stuff, you have to like know the name of the thing on the menu. You could point to it or whatever. But in Japan, like they have a lot of vending machines that they dispense tickets. So rather than like telling the person at the table what you want to order, before you even sit down, you could go to like, there's like a vending machine with like a bunch of stuff on it. Sometimes it will have pictures. You can like, you know, click on it. Sometimes they have like touchscreen things. So you can see a picture of something you want to eat. You just put in the money, you get it. And then it prints out a ticket. And then you just bring the ticket to the table and you like put it on the table and the person takes it. And then they just bring your food over. It's such a good system, right? For people who don't speak the language. People who don't want to talk to their servers or whatever. So yeah, if you go to Japan, it's pretty friendly. I was imagining that like when they had the Olympics, you know, before COVID existed and they knew that was a thing, I think they would probably spend a lot of time trying to internationalize things a bit better. Because like obviously if you're hosting the Olympics and you have like a lot of people coming from out of the country, they probably spend time like, you know, making sure things are English friendly and all that. Yeah, the vending machines are cool. I kind of wish they had them here. But also, I don't go outside anymore, so it doesn't matter for me. How did we get on this topic? I don't remember. Learning stuff. Anyway, what else happened recently? It's been like a long week. A lot of stuff has happened. The HoloFest concert is happening this weekend, I think. And yesterday Holo EN, they had their like 3D, not their official 3D. They're like 3D models that are not small. I don't know how else to describe it. They're 3D models that are more human proportion than their small models. So that was cool to see. What else is there? I don't remember. We had some things that happened. But yeah, how have you guys been? It's been a week. You went to Walmart, they installed self-checkout stations. Yeah, they've had those in a lot of places. I feel like a lot of people still like to just, like, talk to the cashiers. Not talk to the cashiers, but, like, check out at the cashiers instead of checking out themselves. This sounds like Animal Crossing song. Like one of the nighttime songs. I don't think I've heard this one before. Or like some of the self-checkout places, they sometimes it messes up and they have to like call a staff member over anyway. Yeah, I think self-checkout has been available like basically everywhere. Even at McDonald's, like it's not checkout, but like, you know, they have like the kiosks that you order from, like the touchscreen things. Instead of having to like go up to the cash register and talk to someone and tell them what you want. I think a lot of McDonald's have like the touchscreen things now where you order stuff. Be like, oh yeah, I want this thing. You can like customize your ingredients, so like you can say, you know, no pickles or whatever. I think normally like when I used to order stuff at McDonald's or places like that, you usually don't request substitutions because it's annoying to do, right? You'd be like, oh yeah, can I go get a cheeseburger, no pickles or whatever? But now it's on the machine and it's like built in and it's easy to do, so you can just be like, yeah, you just exclude the pickles from the order. As an introvert, I see this as a win. I agree. I feel like there needs to be more like touchscreen things, and it's less likely for them to mess up your order, right? Because you know you press the thing and you confirm it. It's basically exactly what you want, right? There's no way that the person like misheard what you said because you're just pressing stuff. There was a time I used to, I think a long time ago, I was really like non-confrontational. Like I didn't like having to order stuff in person. I didn't like having to, you know, tell someone what I wanted to buy. Like there was a time when I was at Burger King in high school, or maybe it might have been middle school, I don't know, when I had to order myself. I was the kind of person where like if they get your order wrong, I usually would not tell them, right? I used to be like, yeah, if the order is messed up, it's on you. Yeah, that's what I have this very vivid memory of when I was in high school or middle school. I went to Burger King, I ordered something, and they got my order wrong, right? And as someone who was non-confrontational, I wouldn't do this today. Like today I would be like, hey, you got my order wrong. But back then I was like, oh shoot, they got my order wrong. They charged me extra also because I think what they did was like the person before me ordered and then they like canceled it, and then the person like forgot to cancel it. So then like my order got added on to the previous person's, and so they charged me extra for like something else, and I didn't point it out because I was that kind of person. I was just like, oh no, what am I gonna do? Right? It was like I think I bought like some kind of burger, and then they charged me for like a Whopper also. And I was like, oh shoot. Well, okay, I guess it's fine, right? I could just take the Whopper home as like leftovers. This is fine, right? And then later, like I think the manager or someone was like, hey, did you order this Whopper? And I was just like, that gave me like the chance to say no, but then like then they didn't give me the Whopper, and I had already paid for it. And I was a stupid kid who didn't really, I didn't want to tell them like, hey, I paid extra, you have to like work out everything. So I kind of just like paid for like nothing, and that was just me. I just left. I got my original order, and then like I did not get the extra Whopper that they charged me for, and that was me. That was my life. But now I'm just like, heck man, you how dare you? No, I would just be like, no, you got my order wrong. But yeah, I understand people who are like that, because I used to be like that myself. But now I will not stand for it. If you mess up my order, I'll be like, excuse me, you got my order wrong. It's like you know that meme where like there's two people and one of them is like looking down at the floor, and the other one's like, "Excuse me, ma'am, he said no pickles," or whatever. It's like that, right? Anyway, it was a long time ago. You're in high school. Well, we got some like really young people. Sometimes you go to Burger King with friends and you order the wrong time. You got the chicken fries. I've never tried chicken fries. I heard they were good. So every time someone mentions they're like in high school, I'm like, wow, I'm old. But I think like in the grand scheme of things, I'm probably like not that old. It's just that everyone online is young now. Like when I was like 13, and I would go on the internet forums and all that. Everyone was like 15, and everyone was older than me. It's like, what the heck? You guys are like 15 or 16. You're like teenagers, and I'm just like a 13-year-old. And then like as the years went on, I felt like then everyone else online is younger than me now. So I don't know. So somehow you're the grandpa with back pain. I don't know. Sometimes I get back pain. So as you know, I watch indie VTubers a lot nowadays. And I think yesterday, you know, like on Twitch, when you get rated, or not, you don't get rated, like you, when you finish watching a stream and the streamer raids another stream. I think yesterday I was watching a stream, and we raided into another streamer. He did like figure painting and stuff like that, of like, yeah, I don't know, like Warhammer models or whatever. And he was talking about how he's old. He's like, I'm a boomer now, like everyone else online. He started talking about like old internet forums and things like that, and I'm like, wow, I can relate so much to this guy. Cause he knows the old things. Oh, kids these days, they don't know. I don't know, whatever. I feel like I should drink water. It's been half an hour. Wolfie can drink water as a treat. After I reel in this fish. Wow. You know, I noticed I haven't been looking at the weight of this fish at all. I've just been like putting them on the scale, and then just like putting them in here. Well, you got a lot of fish. 67. All right, let me drink some water. Hold on. I put my arms on the chair, and then go over here and drink my water. It's probably like very audible, right? I don't know. I can never tell. Sometimes I like look at the VOD. I'm like, wow, the water drinking was extremely loud. Oh god, what is that sound? Everyone, I don't know how to say the word water. 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 Yeah, IRC. I feel like a lot of places I know that used to use IRC, they're on Discord now. Haven't used IRC in years. Have I eaten yet? I have eaten. I eat every day. I'm the kind of person who has like a very structured like schedule, usually. Like I usually eat lunch at the same time every day, I usually eat dinner at the same time every day. I know some people who like their schedules are very inconsistent, and I don't know how they deal with that. Like I used to, I feel like when I was in high school or middle school or whatever, like, you know, I like wake up at the exact same time. I would know exactly how long it took me to do things. Like, you know, I wake up at like 8 a.m. or whatever, and then I'll do this. At 8:03 a.m. I'll do this. At 8:05 a.m. I'll do this. I mean, it's usually not that structured, but you know, sometimes I'll be like, I'll be at the train station at 8:30. It was usually pretty accurate. This song sounds kind of like that one Toho song that got remixed into like the guy who stole it, and he renamed it like Omae wa mou shinderu. You refuse to use Discord? No, I don't use Discord that much, but like I do have an account because a lot of people I know just talk on Discord. So I'll read Discord, but I usually don't post. That's also the same way I use like Reddit, right? I don't consider myself a Redditor because I don't really post on Reddit, but like I'll read sometimes, especially like, you know, when you look up advice like on Google, like how to do this thing, and you put the word Reddit after it so you don't get like link spam. A lot of times you're like, oh yeah, what's the best, you know, what's the best way to do XYZ, or like, you know, is X better than Y or whatever. A lot of times if you search things like that, you'll get random blog posts with like not written by someone who matters. Well, I don't know how to put it. Not written by like I guess they are written by actual people, but it's like marketing and they have like affiliate links and all that. So you like append the word Reddit to it to get a real person. I don't know who would consider themselves a Redditor. It's funny because I have a lot of karma on Reddit just from posting my animations, but like I don't really consider myself a Redditor. I think, yeah, Google has been getting worse. There's been like Hacker News posts about, have you seen, you know, results on Google getting worse? Especially for like programming problems. You'll search for something, and then you'll get like 6 different mirrors of GitHub issues. And it's hard to find things nowadays. All the like spam blog posts get pushed up to the top. And it's not fun. You only have Reddit for your subreddit? I feel like I don't know if like most, a lot of indie VTubers have their own subreddit. I know a lot of like indie VTubers, they have their own like fan discords. I don't really join any of them. I feel like I also would not want to moderate a Discord. I don't like having to like manage people, be like, this thing's out of line, you gotta stop. Oh yeah, the karma, yeah. Talk about Electron. Electron apps take a lot of resources. Like, obviously it's easier to make Electron apps compared to like making a custom app per platform. I do read the virtual YouTuber subreddit a lot nowadays. Like when I have nothing else to do, I'll just like open up my phone, just see what's going on to inform myself. Cause like a lot of times if I just check Twitter, right, it's just about the VTubers that I know about, right? It's like here's Niji Sandy, here's Hololive. Sometimes people will talk about stuff outside of the things that I'm specifically following, and that's interesting to see. Don't forget, you also get awards on Reddit. Thanks, kind stranger for the Reddit gold. I think I've gotten a lot of Reddit gold. I don't really even know what it's for. It's like you get extra features or whatever. But like I don't use the site enough to care. Sometimes people message me on Reddit. I didn't know Reddit had like a chat system. Like other than like your inbox, they have like an actual live chat system. Why would anyone want to like live chat someone on Reddit? I usually like disregard every message I get. I also forgot, apparently Twitch has a messaging system. You can like DM people on Twitch. Which I forgot was a thing. Also, we got that cool thunderstorm. Okay, hold on. Whoops. Okay, that didn't go the way I was expecting, but that's fine. Growing older, I now realize how frustrating younger people can be for older people. I mean, sometimes I'll see people talking about like Zoomer TikTok memes, and I'm like, okay, this person is 100% like definitely older, younger than me. By the way, since you mentioned miniature painting, are you interested in Warhammer? Not really. I think when I was a kid, I used to like see, I think in summer school, someone like brought in like one of those figures, or whatever they're called, miniatures, and I was like, yo, that's cool, because there was like some places near my school that would sell stuff like that. I did consider buying them. I don't know how they're used. Like, I guess there's like a board game used. No, I don't know if you call it board game, like a tabletop RPG game where you like roll dice and stuff like that. I just thought the figures looked cool, but I never got them myself. I don't think I would want to, because I'm not good at like things like that, painting stuff. Also, I would be afraid of messing it up. I think as a kid also, I did buy like some Gundam. I don't know if they're like the typical Gundam. They're pretty cheap. The cheap Gundam plastic models. You didn't have to paint them. It's like they came pre-painted. You're basically just like snapping them together. But it wasn't like the good snapping. It was like the cheap, not good quality stuff, but it was fun. Twitch chat is just a souped up IRC. I think their like DM system is, I don't know if it's the same as IRC, but interesting. You have at least one friend who you regularly chat on Reddit before you made it Twitter. Are there people? I feel like basically every VTuber kind of is expected to be on Twitter nowadays. Like when someone says if there's like an indie VTuber who's not on Twitter, I would find that to be surprising. Have we heard this song already? I think we have. I know on Twitch, there's something, I don't know how it shows up in IRC, but like, when people redeem channel points and stuff like that, how does that show up if you're using IRC, or do you just not see it? I don't know, I've been on Twitch a lot more lately. I get a lot of gift subs, just from being, because a lot of the channels I go to nowadays are like indie VTubers who have like double-digit viewers, and people are usually like very generous. They'll gift sub a lot, and I'll just be lurking in a chat. I feel like I talk about this every stream, but I'll just be lurking, and then I'll get gift subs, and like a lot of VTubers have a an emote called Wiggly. It's like a Poplio, if you know the Pokemon Poplio. He's doing like a little wiggly dance. And a lot of VTubers have a Wiggly emote. And so I've amassed like 10 different Wigglies from gift subs. Art is the start point of a child's talent. It's a special ability humans have to show their creativity. I feel like it is good if you're a child to get into, you know, creative stuff. I think like when I was a kid, it's also a lot easier to learn stuff as a kid, right? Like if you teach a kid a language or like teach them about instruments and things like that. Like I wish I had done instruments when I was a kid. Because when I was in high school, I was like, man, I wish I'd learned the piano. And then I tried learning piano, and I was like, I don't have the motivation for this. But I think like as a kid, you have time to do stuff, and just like, oh, you have all the time in the world as a kid, and you like learn faster. Once you pass a certain age, you have other responsibilities, and you're like, you need motivation to do things. I think any influencer needs to be on Twitter. Unfortunately, true. I think if people are even if all you do on Twitter is like post your stream links, right? If you're like, I'm live on Twitch or Twitter right now, versus like not being on there at all. I don't know. From what I can tell, pretty much any tuber is expected to be on Twitter and Discord. So I'm not involved in like VTuber Discords at all, so I don't know what that's like. Also, do people usually call VTubers Chubas? Is that like a 4chan thing? I know some people say that, and I'm just like, where'd that come from? I haven't used it in a long time. Yeah, stuff like emotes show as just the text. I know on Twitch, a lot of people use, what is it called? Better Twitch TV? And I've never installed that. So when people say like sour pleased or like they use Better Twitch TV emotes, I just see the text and I'm like, oh cool. I've never installed it, I have no intention of installing it. Okay, let's change the station. I think we've heard this song. Lo-Fi Volume 4. We're on Volume 4 now. Initially, you made your Twitter in case you need to reach out to Team YouTube. Oh yeah. Usually, like when a streamer gets in, they get banned on YouTube or they get demonetized. They'll be like, "Hey YouTube" on Twitter, what's going on? And then you get like people piling onto Twitter like, "YouTube, what are you doing? My favorite streamer got banned." I guess if you're a small streamer, YouTube probably, unfortunately, they probably don't care. Which sucks. Like the issue nowadays is like, unless you're a big enough streamer, if you get demonetized on Twitter, like you can't contact an actual human being unless you go on Twitter and like you have a large enough following. Let me check my phone. Hold on, I got a notification. Spam email. All right, whatever. Okay, true that posting on Twitter is your fishing game. Still no bites. I think it's hard. Like when I first used Twitter, it was when I first really started. Maybe like a year or two after it started. It was still very new, and so people just posted things like, you know, I had a sandwich today. I went to the park, whatever. And nowadays people are like, you know, using it for promotion and like talk about social issues and all that. Back in the day, it was just like mundane garbage. I mean, it still is now. Now it still is mundane garbage, but it's like a bunch of other stuff. I used to be like, oh yeah, I'm walking home now. I'm going to the store. I had a sandwich today. And now they have like, you know, Twitter threads. Twitter has videos you can upload. Twitter has like built-in ads and all that. It's probably a JP thing since this comes from how JP say VTuber. Sometimes people say things, and I'm like, I can immediately tell what kind of communities these people. Oh, look at the lightning. I can immediately tell like what communities they come from based on certain words. On IRC, they're mostly referred to as VTubers. I've never heard that one. VTubers. Some people say VStreamer because, you know, tuber implies YouTube, and a lot of them are actually on Twitch. So like, it used to be a bigger deal back then, but like, nowadays people just accept that VTuber is like platform agnostic. So you can be a VTuber even if you're on Twitch. You avoid indie VTubers because of controversy and personalities. That's, I don't know, that's... I mean, there's like a lot of indie VTubers. It's a bit of a generalization just to say that like, because indie VTubers have controversies that you avoid all of them. Because I think, I don't know, before I really got into watching indie VTubers, I couldn't really like get into it because I couldn't find like specific indie VTubers that I felt like watching. But also, like, if you're only into like Hololive and Niji-Sanji, the big streamers, I feel like you miss out on a lot actually, because I actually did not know. Like, also like a lot of them come from being indie VTubers, right? Like, of course they can't acknowledge it because, you know, they can't talk about their past lives and all that. But like they all came from kind of the same place. And like if you look into like how a lot of them like knew each other because they've collabed before. And all that, so I was like, I think it's cool to know where they came from. Not like specifically, not like, you know, you dig into their past and be like, oh, this is where they were, this is their friend. I just mean like the general community, it's cool to know about. Sometimes I do think like, if some of the indie VTubers that I watch now, if they were to graduate and go become like corporate VTubers, I would be sad. I mean, I'd be happy that they're you know, finding success, but also like, you know, to know that the community that they built, they have to like abandon it to move over to a different one. Anyway, I don't know if that's gonna happen. Yeah, the VTubing world is pretty small. At least Team YouTube is decent in response time, got in their DMs. You know, I never thought about that. People DM the YouTube support team on Twitter because they can't actually message them on YouTube itself. It's kind of stupid that you have to like contact them on Twitter because otherwise they won't pay attention to you. I know like some airlines, they use Twitter as like a support system. People would be like, oh yeah, my flight, you know, I have issues with this flight. And then like they message the airline company on Twitter and then they get it resolved faster than if they went on the website itself. Twitter is still the best social media. You can do a pretty good job of curating your own feed. Yeah, that's what I think so. I feel a lot of people, when they use Twitter, they use it on the default setting. They don't like use lists or anything. So you get by default the awful like AI curated timeline. It's like non-chronological. Twitter puts in, you know, tweets from people you might know but you don't really care about. Here's someone who you know who would like to tweet. They'll just put it in your timeline. A lot of people don't know that the latest tweets feature exists, so they don't use it. And so I like curate my Twitter following like extremely like, I don't know, I'm very cautious about who I follow. Like even if I'm followed by someone who's like very well known, like I don't usually follow them back unless I know them. I'm mostly talking about popular indie VTubers. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, if you talk about indie VTubers, there's like the big ones that a lot of people know. And then there's like, you know, the people who have like double-digit viewers. When I talk about indie VTubers, I'm usually talking about the ones who have double-digit viewers. Sometimes like low triple-digit viewers, but they're pretty similar. You watch a lot more corporate VTubers than indies on YouTube. I feel like it's a lot harder to be an indie VTuber on YouTube. Because something I noticed on Twitch is that you can do a lot more networking via raids and stuff like that. I mean, I guess when they add raids to YouTube, that could be a thing. But at the moment, it's hard. Which makes me think, like, how different would this channel be if I were on Twitch? I feel like the chat would have a lot more emotes. It'd be a lot of emotes. But then I would also be able to network better. But I don't know. I know a lot of like indie VTubers who start on YouTube, and then they realize it's probably better that they go on Twitch. Also, where the heck is the fish? How long have I been talking and gotten no fish? I feel like because they're not the same person, it's like when Coco left and Kason came back, it's not the same. Yeah, I mean, also, like, I don't know. Am I allowed to acknowledge that? I guess, I don't know. It's not like I work for Cover Corp or anything. Why build your own support ticket system when Twitter does it for free for us? Yeah, Twitter, I actually noticed, Twitter has its own support system. Like, if you're just a regular person, you have, like, regular DMs, right? If you try to DM, like, a actual, like, company Twitter account, they have, like, Twitter has actual tools for, like, support system tickets and, like, assigning people tickets and all that. So you'll have multiple people managing a Twitter account, and they have, like, custom business features and stuff like that, and, I don't know, I usually don't message businesses on Twitter, so I don't know. Meanwhile, me who just uses Twitter for artists. Twitter has a cap of how many people you can follow, 5,000. I can't imagine following 5,000 people. Like on my old Twitter account before Wolfie, I was following like 2,000 people, and that was not 2,000, probably like 1,000 something. Or maybe less, I don't know. But I could not keep up. That was like way too many people. I would suggest if you use Twitter for art, you can use Twitter lists. You could like make a list for like, you know, here's people who draw Hololive, here's people who draw Ninja Sandy, here's people who draw whatever. And I have lists for Aikatsu artists and things like that. But yeah, I personally, I don't know, I only follow like 100 something people, and I usually am pretty good at keeping up with my timeline. I know some people who follow like, there's some accounts that basically follow everyone, and I'm just like, there's no way you actually like read your timeline like at all. You don't want to be watching VTubers who later are exposed as bad people. What if it comes out that I get cancelled and you're like, oh no, I used to watch Wolfie. He's like an awful person. I used to watch his streams. Wait, what could I be cancelled for? I can only be cancelled for being cringe in my high school years. I was very cringe. I think that's like the only real thing. Other than that, I don't think I've like done anything like worth actually being cancelled about. I don't know. Nah. I wouldn't be here, but you likely would have more viewers too. Yeah, I intentionally don't advertise this channel anywhere, except like my side Twitter. Every time I post like links to this, the streams that I have live, after the stream is over, I delete the tweet, just so I don't know. I did. The fish do bite even if you don't put bait on it. Actually, did I put bait on this one? No, the green thing is bait. Yeah, this thing, this green thing right here. This thing is actually bait. But maybe I've exhausted the fish in that side of the lake. I'll just like put the fishing rod on this side. Have I tried raw sea urchin? Probably when I was in Japan. I had sushi. It was okay, probably. Lists make it harder to see who you already have added. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I like using lists. A lot of people don't know lists even exist. Twitter has like a lot of features that it doesn't tell people about. You know, Twitter has something called collections. That's where I put all my animations in a collection, and that was like a TweetDeck only feature that they never added to official Twitter. Mainly use Twitter for art and for random fun, like highlighting the first thing you saw. What? The first thing you saw? What does that mean? No, nowadays I don't know. I don't use Twitter as much as I used to. Definitely not on my main account. My main account is like so dead. The last time I posted on there was like a month ago. I'll still like tweets on there though. Jig? Is this thing called Jig? I don't actually know fishing. I'm actually just a poser who only has done VR fishing. It's called green worm bait. Apparently this is supposed to be a worm. It's supposed to look like a worm. Oh, worm. Whoa. That was not a good cast. To be fair about being cancelled, it's true for every piece of entertainment. Yeah, anyone could be cancelled. Being cancelled is a universal thing. It's been a while since I've seen the word cancelled being used, like, not in reference to a person. Someone was like, someone said something recently. I was like reading a tweet or something. Someone used the word cancel, like canceling their subscription or something like that, but I was like, I misread it and I thought like someone was being cancelled. But they were just like canceling a service or something. Nah, that doesn't sound like something you would do. You're too sincere and chill. Besides, wholesome VTubers are nice. You never know, right? Sometimes people like, they seem nice, but then it comes out that they did like some awful things. You can't trust anyone. I can't trust you guys. You can't trust me. Never trust anyone, not even yourself. Let's see, there needs to be a Wolfie plushie. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe someday. I know. Do you guys see the tweet from the Holo EN? The HoloLive. They're gonna have the HoloLive 3rd festival, whatever. And they posted a teaser image of a small ame. You see that one? I retweeted it. I wonder what that's gonna be. That'd be cool. We'll see what that's like. I miss when their virtual feed where you can mimic accounts feed. What was it? Oh wait, I think I remember that. You could see like pretend you were that person and you'll see stuff. I mean, obviously you can't see like the private accounts that they follow. But yeah, I think that was a thing back then. The first tweet I saw when I logged in was used to follow a lot of NSFW accounts. Oh, and I feel like Twitter has like a thing where you can mark your posts as sensitive. But what it does is like it marks all your posts as sensitive. So like even if you're posting something mundane, what the heck, my hand? Posting something mundane like, you know, a picture of what you ate for lunch, it'll show up as sensitive. And then kind of like everyone who follows you, they get so used to seeing all your posts marked as sensitive that they expand it without thinking. And then when they post something that's actually not safe for work, you're like, oh shoot, this is like actually you're like actually not safe for work. Okay, I thought this was just gonna be like a picture of your cat or something. But I don't know. I don't really follow NSFW accounts. I don't trust you, but I'll sit next to you while fishing. Hey, what if I steal your bait? What if I spin the fishing rod and it like hooks into your face, and then it's like, you know, I don't know. And when I do VR fishing, sometimes, see, I'll do stuff like this, right? You don't do things like this in real life because it's dangerous. Like I'll just reel in like this sometimes because it looks funny. Or like, you know, when I try to cast the fishing rod really far, I just like spin it around wildly. If you fish while you're next to me, you could get hurt. So just like that. Are you getting involved in any more corporations, or do you plan on working on your own? What do you mean by corporations? Like HoloLive stuff? I don't know. I just feel like doing my own stuff. I don't like having responsibilities. Right? If someone expects me to do something, I mean outside of like my real day-to-day job, I don't feel like doing stuff. Usually when I work on stuff, it's like something that I would have probably done for free anyway. Right, like when I did the emote commissions for Ame and Pomu. You know, right, like I'm fans of their work, so I probably would have like... It doesn't feel like work. Whereas if a corporation like wanted to employ me to do art, I would not do that. If it's like a one-off thing, probably, I don't know. You considered getting your father a Quest 2 so he can do VR fishing. This is like a lot of fun. Also, you don't have to use a Facebook account actually with the Quest 2. There's a workaround where if you sign up for a Oculus developer account, and then if you have an Android device, I think usually how it works is you buy the Oculus Quest. I guess it's called the Meta Quest now. The Meta Quest. Normally you download like the Oculus app on your phone, and then when you're setting up your Quest the first time, it tries to connect to it via Bluetooth to activate it, and to log into that app, you need a Facebook account. But if you don't have a Facebook account, if you have an old version of the app that existed before they required you to have a Facebook account, you can sign up for an Oculus developer account, and then download an old version of that app, and then you can sync it up to your Quest. And so I don't connect my Facebook account to this Quest at all. Actually, I don't really even have a Facebook account. Who likes responsibilities? No one. Would to wear a small Ame around the convention hall given the chance? It'd be funny, like if you saw. So I was just talking about this like a minute ago. The small Ame. I don't know what to call it. The mascot. People wear them around convention halls. I'd be like, what if that was actually me? What if I was like in Japan right now? And I mean, it would be like 5 a.m. But I mean, what if the small Ame at the HoloLive convention? What if that was actually me? You wouldn't know. It could be me. You would have no idea. Anyway, yeah, I don't like having responsibilities. That's why I make it really hard to contact me. Sometimes, I don't know, I think I talked about this yesterday, or like, not yesterday, last week or 2 weeks ago. Sometimes people message me like on Pixiv, or like on my Instagram, where all I do is like post food pics that I haven't posted on for like a year. Maybe 2 years at this point. It's currently 73 degrees Fahrenheit where you live. I feel like that's a cool temperature. I think my ideal temperature probably would be like 70s. Yeah, I think 80 degrees Fahrenheit is a bit much. I don't know, but the weather's pretty nice now. It's almost Friday though. It's Thursday, March 17th. I did get tickets to the HoloLive concert that's happening this weekend. I don't know what time it actually occurs. It's probably like super late at night, right? It's like probably like at 4 a.m. or something, East Coast time. I don't know if I'll stay up for it, but I'll probably watch the VOD. Or if I happen to be awake, I'll maybe watch it. 1 a.m. Pacific. Okay, that's like 4 a.m. Eastern. Yeah. It's about spring. What are y'all gonna do? I'm just gonna stay at home. I always stay at home. Current VTubers you're subscribed to are Corona and me. I'm surprised you're not subscribed to more VTubers. Like, if you're following my channel right now, you probably, like, are into VTubers. Like, whenever I don't imagine there's someone, like, watching this stream that isn't subscribed to, like, a bunch of VTubers. Also, the end of the last stream, we were talking about, like, Oshis and stuff like that, and we had, like, notable members of Ame's chat and Pomu's chat and, like, some indie VTuber chat in the same place at the same time. I never thought I would see that. Like, we had Mifu, we had Feetman, who are notable members of, like, Ame and Pomu chat, respectively, in the same chat at the same time. I was like, what the heck? We got some people in here. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna stay up for. There's like 2 days, right? The first day has first day of the concert has Ame, Gura, and Ina, and the second day has Callie and Kiara. I have tickets for both days. Broke gang who can't see the concert. I think they usually have like a portion, like the first few minutes of the concert are free or something. But there's also like the non-concert events where they're streaming it, so like the convention hall and all that. Oh, the first 30 minutes, okay. Yeah, there's you can just check the HoloLive Twitter. There's gonna be a lot of posts about the concert. Is it in person? Yeah, if you're in Japan, probably. It's probably sold out. I think it's sold out. But there's like online tickets you could get. So you can watch the stream live, or you can watch the recordings of it after it's over. I don't know how much it costs. I actually didn't buy it myself. Tickets were given to me. I'm not gonna say by who, but I did obtain the tickets. I feel like I would not want to go to a concert in real life with like the whole COVID thing, so it's just like I would be afraid to be that close to people in real life. Like, I wonder how many COVID cases are gonna happen because of that. Oh, they're 55. Okay, it's $100. Yeah, I think I saw. Yeah, it was like Oh, it's like in yen, right? So it's like 100. No, it's 10K. I always forget the convert. I know it's like 100 yen is about $1, but it's usually less. Right? It's like 90 something yen is $1. No, it's like $1 is like 90 something yen. No, it's the other way around. $1 is like 100 something yen. So it usually ends up being less than a bit less than that. Yeah, 92-ish. Is there tax? I don't know. Japan has like a weird like tax system. If you're buying stuff in Japan, like from outside the country, it's probably not taxed, right? I don't know. If you get paid by a Japanese corporation, they usually do tax in a weird way. They tell you they're gonna give you like X amount in yen, but then like they give you some percentage less because of like some Japanese tax laws. Japanese currency is too much for your head to handle. It's not that complicated, right? It's like you can think of like 100 yen as being approximately $1. It usually comes out pretty close. And then like, you know, like if something's like $100, just multiply that by 100, and that's about how much it's going to be in yen. In-person concerts is the same thing as college parties. Every time I go to the party, I just exist. I don't go to parties. I've never enjoyed parties. I've been to one concert. It's pretty fun. The Aikatsu concert in Japan. This was obviously before COVID was a thing. Oh yeah, the Aikatsu 10th anniversary is coming up soon. I remember I made a tweet a long time ago about how like if the Aikatsu 10th anniversary concert happened, there's like 100% chance I'm gonna go. And then COVID happened, and I'm just like, okay, there's no concert. At least I don't think so. So kind of cursed. It's kind of cursed. If it wasn't COVID, I probably would be in Japan right now. Or like in a week. So you know, the Aikatsu 10th anniversary is like on March 24th-ish. Which is about a week from now. I mean, have you guys ever been to like a anime song convention or things like that? Not convention, concert. Those are pretty fun. Like if you watch Pomu streams, you'll know like the pen lights that they have. They'll do the calls. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I think the fish in this part of the lake are dead, so I'm gonna go row. I'm gonna go row over here. And then, oh shoot, we got something. Finally. Oh, my hand was stuck on the rowing thing. Oh yeah, there was also delayed viewings, that was the thing. Delayed viewings, for people who aren't familiar, are like when they had a concert in Japan or whatever, they would record it, and then if you have a delayed viewing, you're basically like watching the event pre-recorded, but like live with people. So like you'll have people doing the calls and stuff like that. I feel like it'd be too weeb lovely even for you. Yeah, I know some people who are like, I know in California at Anime Expo, they have a lot of these sorts of things. They'll have like guests come in from Japan, voice actors, singers, and they'll do like an actual concert in a live convention stage. And a lot of people are surprised. They're like, they thought they were pretty hardcore into like anime songs and stuff like that, and then they see the people who are like Pomu, right? They're like really into it. They know all the glow stick chants and all the Wotage. And then they're like, okay, it turns out I'm not as into anime songs as I thought I was. But it's fun. It's fun to experience. It's also different based on like the type of anime songs, because I know people who are like really into Idolmaster, and they've been to like all the Idolmaster concerts, and so one of those people, he went to an Aikatsu concert, and they're like, this is completely different. I thought I knew all the Idolmaster calls, but then like the Aikatsu ones had a completely different set of things that they did. When I was going to buy MGR at GameStop for your birthday, the whole childhood was ruined. Knowing that GameStop is closing business around the world. I don't know if I've been to a GameStop, like, recently or at all. Nowadays, I just buy all my games digitally. I think when I used to buy games physically, I was like a kid, and I had to like ask my dad to bring me to Toys R Us. Remember Toys R Us? Toys R Us was a store that existed. But I used to buy video games at Toys R Us. Or Best Buy. Best Buy still exists. Yeah, Vocaloid concerts count. I feel like Vocaloid concerts are like pretty similar to probably what these HoloLive concerts are going to be like, right? You're going to have like a hologram, 3D hologram thing on like a flat 2D surface. It's basically like Vocaloid, except it's VTubers. I mean, Hatsune Miku she's kind of like a VTuber. sort of. Although I know for like the Miku concerts, they had like a live band performing in the back sometimes. So I don't know if the Hololive ones would probably just have like kind of like idol concerts. They'll have the pre-recorded music in the background. I'm the type of weeb who doesn't say I watch anime until I know you like it or you don't. I don't tell people I watch anime. I feel like my coworkers who watch anime, they just know. Well, okay, that's not true. I'll have like some like vaguely anime stuff on my desk when we used to have an office. And so my coworker and I used to talk about anime sometimes. But obviously we don't have an office anymore, so we don't talk about stuff at all anymore. Going to a convention definitely lets you know where you stack on the spectrum, though it's about halfway. Yeah, some people are like really into like anime. Like if you're like, you know, you think you're hardcore into anime, and then you meet someone who's like way more into it than you ever intend to be, and you're like, wow, this person is so powerful, I have no intention of like getting anywhere near this level of power. So I'm just gonna chill. But it's fun to like to know what it's like, right? Because I used to karaoke with people who were into like idol concerts and all that. And even though I personally didn't really like do much of that myself, it was really fun to hang out with them. Because like you know like what's going on. And then that sort of also prepared me for like Pomu streams, because when Pomu did her debut and she did the whole like Hamtaro like opening chant, I was like I immediately knew, because I know that song is like a Wotagame meme based on my friends who have sung it at karaoke. And it's fun. You're not a true weeb unless you have an anime waifu pillow to cuddle with. Okay, I guess I'm not a true weeb. I think, like, I would not want to consider myself a true weeb either. Be like, why would I want to be? I'm just a guy. I don't even watch anime anymore, I just watch VTubers. Right? If you have a VTuber pillow, does that count as an anime pillow? I don't have. Do you remember Movie Stop? I don't. Also, let me drink water again. It's been another 30 minutes. Water. Oh god, I just spilled. That's just a little bit of water. Normally, if I was streaming from my desktop, I would like press the mute button. Oh, we got a small fish down there. Alright, anyway, I need to scroll up, and my chat is not vertical enough. I need to like actually scroll up a bit. After I'm done with this fish. Okay, we got the fish. Whoops. Let's see what I missed. I don't remember Movie Stop. The last concert blew me away, hoping we do something nuts. I did see, yeah, the previous Hololive concert. I also got tickets to that. They were also given to me. But that was pretty cool. I watched that after it was over. I mostly go to either a Vocaloid concert or a Hololive concert. I've never actually been to a Vocaloid concert myself. When I was really into Vocaloids, I think the first time they had one in the US, that was like a monumental thing, because Vocaloid was such a niche thing in the US. It was like, it didn't really exist much outside of Japan. Like, for it to get an actual concert in the US, it was amazing. And it was like, whoa, Vocaloid's like huge now. Kelly turns into a freak during concerts. I see when she has her like 3D model, she does a lot. She's like very active. She moves around a lot. That was very apparent in like the last collab stream they did. You don't have Itaki of your waifu, but you've had your waifu for 10 years. Hey, you can appreciate your waifu and not want to have a body pillow of her. That's fine. You don't have to. you don't need a. You don't need a body pillow. The whole live shorts, do they count as anime? I don't actually watch those. But I feel like, I don't know, when people talk about anime, it's usually like, you know, animated by an actual anime studio. I mean, I guess it counts as anime, but not in the exact term that I'm talking about. There should be a different term for VTuber weeb. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's different, but also the same. Yeah, so the size of this YouTube chat is based on my my browser settings, or on my desktop. So this window can't be bigger than my actual desktop resolution. I could probably like zoom out a bit. Oh, also I need to put this back in the ocean, or the lake. I don't know. Let's get a different bait this time. Wait, where? Oh, there it is. You find a lot of toads outside your house. I feel like nowadays when I see Toad, I think of the Mario character Toad. It's like I've never actually, I don't know if I've seen a like toad in real life. Or maybe if I've seen a toad or a frog, I don't know the difference between them. Aren't toads are like more round than frogs, right? They're just like large, round frogs. You'd rather go to a Toho concert. Specifically, you go to a Toho night club. Have you been to Japan? I feel like yeah, I would if I had been in Japan when I was into Toho, that would have been cool for me. Like if there's like places where they do like Toho live events and stuff like that. It would be cool. There's places that do like anime song like concerts and stuff like that. When they have sometimes they stream them on Twitch. I know Mogra is like an underground anime song concert, not concert, DJ events, and they stream those on Twitch sometimes. They seem cool. If you guys know Aiobahn, Aiobahn, he does some like music remixes and stuff like that. I think when I was in Japan, he invited me to go to one of those. But I was like, I didn't really want to go. I don't know, I'm not really into like the night club scene. Also, I was like with a friend at the time, so I was just like, I just want to hang out. Anyway, but I think it would be fun to do it someday. Let's see. VTubers will always be better than Vocaloids because they are real people. I mean, when you put it that way, I mean, it's like, yeah, they are real people. It would be kind of insulting to say that, like, you know, if I'm a VTuber and like someone says like Hatsune Miku is better than you, I'd be like, what? But Hatsune Miku is just like a program. I'm like a real person. But yeah, it's hard to say otherwise. But a lot of VTubers do Vocaloid covers and stuff like that. Also, a lot of VTubers used to be people who did Vocaloid covers. There's like the Utaites. A lot of them are. A lot of VTubers also sing like Vocaloid karaoke. That's fun. Yeah, they're different though. I mean, Vocaloids don't do live streams because they're not real people. Toads are more buff than frogs. They're like muscular frogs. Yeah, you can go to Japan even if you're not like really good at Japanese. I guess for me, because like I know people who have like lived in Japan, or like people who have visited Japan many times, that they can show me stuff that they've been to, like places that they've been to. I think if I were going by myself the first time, I would be afraid. I'd be like, I don't know what to do, I don't know like the culture or like how to get around. But I was fortunate to have friends who have been many times. I have like a friend who has lived in Japan for many years. And so she would just show me places that she liked to go to, like different restaurants. I think like I don't know. When I first went there, I was like afraid of taking the train by myself. It's like I was like, oh no, what if I get lost? You know, I don't know how to like, you know, what station I should get off at, and all that. Actually, Google Maps is pretty good. Google Maps is actually really good in Japan. You'll like look up what station you need to go to. It'll tell you like pretty since the schedules in Japan, like the train schedules, they're pretty exact, right? As a New Yorker who's used to like the subway schedules, which are pretty much non-existent, if you go to Japan, you look on Google Maps, it says like the train's gonna arrive at like, you know, 5:43 p.m. It's usually gonna arrive at 5:43 p.m. and you can usually count on it. So that's pretty nice, and you know, it tells you what station to get off at. What is there's a VTuber who uses a Vocaloid to talk. Yeah, text-to-speech VTubers exist. I used to be one. If you go on Twitch, before I streamed on YouTube, I have like a clip of me playing Mahjong. I was using text-to-speech. Also, welcome. Welcome, and thanks for watching if you're going to bed. We have a few IRC friends who have gone plenty of times but have reservations. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. Always going to like a new place that you're unfamiliar with. Even nowadays, even though I've been to Japan like 3 times, I don't think I'm confident enough to really like leave Tokyo by myself. I mean, also like, I don't know, I don't feel like traveling by myself is that much fun. It's always fun for me to like go with people, but a lot of times people aren't available or whatever. But yeah, it's nice to. I think the second time I went to Japan, most of my friends didn't go that year, and so it was mostly me by myself, and it was fun. I mean, I mostly just stayed in Tokyo because I knew it was pretty safe there. I wouldn't get lost easily. If I was like going really far, like to like Osaka or whatever by myself, I don't know. I feel like I might like lose my phone or something, and then just I don't know. We're so dependent on our phones. If like my phone died or like ran out of battery and I had no way to charge it or whatever, if I lost my bag, that's the stuff I'm afraid of. But like if you're with someone else, you feel safer because you know, I lose my phone and then, you know, the person can, they can figure out what to do. Welp. Is Kizuna, oh yeah, Kizuna Ai, she had her, like, technically, quote-unquote, final concert. And I think they revealed she's like, she has like a Vocaloid-like thing now. I didn't really follow that. I don't know what that's about. It's a matter of time before Yamaha dedicates a department to making them VTubers. I think I didn't like. Wasn't there like a Hatsune Miku like VTuber-like channel at some point, and then they never did anything with it? Anyway, I don't know. Confused about the time locations. Why do some places have a time limit to 12 o'clock and others to 21 o'clock? What? Is that about the Hololive concert? I don't know. Can your VR fishing avatar get a fish fear me hat? I guess technically. Technically, if you can load whatever models you want. So if I wanted to, I could get one. You did a month solo trip in Japan. And your phone broke during your last week? Yeah, I feel like that'd be stressful, right? If I didn't have my phone with me in Japan, I don't know what I would do. I have like, so I have two mobile devices that I could technically use as a phone. Like, you know when people have their phone and then like they like upgrade their phone, but they keep their old one around? My main phone is a Pixel 3, but I still have my Pixel 1. So like, if I were to go to Japan, I'd probably bring both of them. So if like my Pixel 3 died or something, I could still have my my Pixel 1 to use. Just like to check Wi-Fi and things like that. But a month is a pretty long time, right? When I went to Japan, usually I go for like 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks. I think usually 2.5. And like by the end of it, it feels so short, right? You come back and it's been like 2.5 weeks, and your coworkers are like, well, you were gone for a long time. But it didn't feel like a long time at all. It's also, I hate like when you're on a trip, and it's like the last week of the trip or the last few days, and you're like realizing how little time you have left on the trip before you have to go home. That's like the worst feeling, right? On the last day of your trip, on like the last day of your hotel stay or whatever, you wake up and you're like, well, that's the last time I'm gonna be in this hotel. The last time I'm gonna be like in this country for a long time. Well, yeah, I also feel like going with people, traveling with people is more fun because I'm more open to do other things. Like they would suggest things that I wouldn't think about doing or whatever. There's also Kaf who has their own vocal like Kafu. Actually, okay, I didn't actually realize Kafu and Kaf were different. I saw both of them mentioned, and I didn't realize one of them was a Vocaloid and the other one was the real person. One of them was so realistic she denied it outright. Yeah, I guess that's also like something you have to be concerned about, right? With like, I guess like deep fakes and whatever. People can make voices that sound exactly like yours. Like there's voices that use like AI generated like voice clips, so you can make the Scout in TF2 say stuff. Like you put in text input, and then the neural network will somehow generate a voice clip that sounds exactly like the Scout from TF2. It's possible to have VTuber Hatsune Miku pre-recorded videos. You could You could probably do a live streaming thing. I know there's some streamers who do like, if you have like a voice effect that I guess this would be hard to do. If you have a voice effect that makes you sound like a Vocaloid, and then you intentionally talk like a Vocaloid. You're like, hello, I am Hatsune Miku. Welcome to my stream. And then you just have like some vocal effects on top of that. You could sound like a Vocaloid if you wanted to. The golden dart frog. I don't know much about frogs or toads. That Frog Facts, thanks for subscribing to Frog Facts. Updating your Linux kernel at the moment. I have not used Linux in years, so I don't know. I heard the Steam Deck came out pretty recently, right? It's been doing pretty well. I haven't gotten the opportunity to order it yet. But at this point, I don't know if I want to, because I have an actual gaming PC now. I don't go outside at all. The only thing really that I would be using a Steam Deck for is like if I wanted to play PC games like while lying down in bed, which is pretty rare. It is out. Yeah. Whoa, it's already 7 PM. That's fast. It didn't feel like did not feel like 2 hours. Or like one hour. It's been 1 hour and 40 something minutes. It did not feel like that at all. Also, we have like $1,000 from fishing. Over $1,000. It does go fast. The same happens when I'm watching streams that I'm invested in. I'm just like... Sometimes I'll be watching a stream and it's like 2.5 hours have passed and I'm like, oh god. That's fast. Your workday is about done at 4 PM. Whoa. What time does your work start? If your workday ends at 4? Do you start your job at like 8 AM or like 9 AM? Where do I get my BGM? This is the BGM that I use on the fishing streams comes from Stream Beats. There's a website called Stream Beats that has like they provide what is it called? Royalty-free, high-quality music you can use in your streams. So the ones that I'm using specifically are Stream Beats Lo-Fi, and the volumes are what you see in the radio. So now we're listening to Lo-Fi Volume 4. Make sure you reapply your sunscreen. There's no sunscreen in this game. Also, I have no arms. I mean, I guess in the 2D model you can see my arms, but in first-person mode, I have no arms. I'm just like a floating hand. And there's like a glove on it, so it's pretty well protected. There's also a hat. If you like, I've showed this a few times, but it looks pretty bad on stream. Like, you just have like a floating like thing, and it looks pretty bad on the left side of the screen. Actually, let me see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. But in first person, it looks like I'm actually wearing a hat. So let me put it on this side. You can't see it in the 2D model, but it feels like I'm actually wearing a hat. But I take it off when I'm streaming because it doesn't look good on stream. It's like blocking the entire top view. I hold the fishing pole without hands? I do have hands. Oh, fingers. Oh, in the 2D... In first-person mode, I have fingers. I don't know how, it's just like the... In third-person mode, my spherical hands, they just, I don't know. They just get absorbed into my hand, I guess. Yeah. You start work at 7 a.m. Oh. Yeah, my workplace, okay, we have people that start from 3 to 8. It's pretty late, 3 p.m. Yeah, my workday starts at like 10 a.m. and it ends at 5. That's pretty short. And a lot of the times I don't really have to do that much. I think when we had an office, it was a bit more annoying because there's like time you spend in your commute to get to and from work. But nowadays I just wake up at 9:30 and then I log on at 10. And then we have stand up at 11, so I don't know. A lot of like time, like you notice when you have a day that's broken up with a bunch of meetings, like you'll have a meeting at like 11, you'll have a meeting at like 1 or whatever. The day feels so much shorter because there's like the time between like when you're about to have a meeting, you can't really do much because you're like, okay, a meeting's in 5 minutes, I shouldn't start working on something because I'm only gonna have 5 minutes, and then the meeting's gonna start, I'm gonna have to like, do something else. So us having stand-up at 11 a.m. When I start the day at 10, it makes like the first 2 hours of work feel like nothing. Because like, you know, I start work at 10. Between 10 and 11, I don't do that much, but then like at 11 we have a meeting, and then the meeting lasts for like 15 to 20 minutes. And then there's like only 40 minutes until noon, which is when I have lunch. So it's like, it's sometimes hard to get work done. Also, I can't stand like meetings that occur at like 4 p.m. or like 4:30. Sometimes they go over like past 5 p.m. It's like, this meeting should not have been scheduled at 5 p.m. At my previous job, actually, we used to work with people like internationally. We had like some international partners, and sometimes we had meetings like really early in the day. So like my work day would technically like start at 10, but there are some days when like someone would invite me to a meeting at like 9 a.m. But they'd send the email out at like 8 a.m. So like I don't start work until 10, so I didn't see the meeting invite until after I'd gotten into the office. So it's like I get in the office at 10. I saw I got a meeting invite for a meeting at 9 a.m. The invite was sent at 8 a.m. and just like, you don't expect me to actually like see this, right? Is Monster Cat still free for streamers to use as BGM? Probably, I don't know. I've never really looked into like streaming music to use. A lot of VTubers just use Dova syndrome. That's like the golden standard for VTuber songs. Everyone loves Dova syndrome. You know that old RPG Maker game, IB? I didn't realize until I watched a gameplay of it recently that Dova Syndrome actually made BGM for that game. So when I saw them in the credits, I was like, whoa, that's the people that do all the VTuber songs. I'm assuming it was like royalty-free BGM that Ib creator just like used in their game, but that's pretty cool to see. That's like more than 10 years ago. How do you hold a fishing pole without hands? Wait, I just read that comment earlier. Sometimes I'll see comments and I'll like read them. I'll be like, wait, I already read this one. I'm glad I live in the age where VTubers are a thing. Yeah, I feel like it wasn't a thing until like a few years ago. It's like still pretty new. And I have a lot of friends who like have become VTubers themselves, just because they saw other VTubers doing it and they're like, "That's cool, I want to do it." Like people who otherwise wouldn't have gotten into streaming. Because like back then it was like you need to have like a face cam and all that. Now anyone can stream. But also there's like a billion VTubers. Yeah, Live2D, thanks Live2D Corporation for your contributions to VTubing. Remember back when VTubing was like a 3D thing? Like you needed to have like a motion capture suit and like all this fancy gear. Now you just need like a webcam or iPhone. I don't know exactly how long ago Eve was. It was like one of the first like RPG Maker games that really became popular. Sliced bread was invented in 1928. Did they just like not slice their bread like before then? What did they do? You streamed back in 2011 and only once in a while. I do enjoy doing VTubing. I feel like if I didn't, I would not have as much stuff to talk about. Or like I would not be. I mean, I'm still not that great at like talking about stuff, but it's definitely improved a lot. A lot of the indie VTubers that I've seen also are pretty like, you know, they're thankful they got into VTubing because it allowed them to talk about stuff. And like, you know, they have fun talking with their chats and all that. There's also the networking portion of VTubing, which I haven't really done much myself. Like, I mostly just, like, keep to myself, but, you know, it seems like it'd be cool to do networking. To do collabs and all that. Maybe someday. But now, I don't know, I'm just fishing. I'm just a guy on a lake in VR. I don't really know bread types. I usually just eat like white bread or multigrain. I don't really know the difference between... I don't know if I've even had pumpernickel bread. Have I ever thought about the mistakes I've done when I was younger? Who doesn't, right? Who doesn't regret things they've done as a kid? Everyone cringes at a... I mean, I cringe at things I did like last year, even. But, you know, I don't know. I'm gonna set up a dual stream to YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter if you're like not monetized, but I think if you attain like monetization on YouTube or Twitch, I think they don't allow you to stream to both platforms at the same time. But you know, if you're just doing it without the intention of monetizing, then yeah, that's fine. I don't know how they would know though, right? If you're dual streaming to Twitch and YouTube, like, how do they... Are they gonna have actual staff members check? Like, I saw you streamed on Twitch and YouTube. Gonna suspend your account. Oh, sliced bread refers to pre-sliced bread. Oh, okay. What if you were to play VR in VR? I don't know. I think there's a VR game called Virtual Reality. I think it's like a comedy game, and it makes fun of like VR stuff. I have not tried it myself. Bread is harmful to birds. Yeah, I think I've seen that. People say don't feed bread to pigeons. Or to ducks. Twitch partnership doesn't matter. Okay, so affiliates can dual stream and it doesn't matter. But I guess probably like if you're an affiliate and you're dual streaming to Twitch, if you apply for partnership, they'll probably know, right? They'll probably be like, well, we see you have your Twitter account or your YouTube account. Well, actually, I don't know, because people post their VODs on YouTube, right? Because Twitch VODs kind of suck. They don't keep them around for more than 2 weeks. So a lot of people just upload their VODs to YouTube. And that's fine. They can't really tell, right? If you've uploaded them in real time versus stream them. I don't know, it does say that it's been live streamed or whatever. I'm just skipping rocks on the lake. I can do that too. Shoo. Ooh. Oh, that was 9 skips. Okay, let me get some more water. It's been like 20 minutes, I think. Has it been 20 minutes? I don't know. I feel like I definitely drink more water more often than most VTubers I watch. Oh, my hand! What the heck? Oh, it switched to hand tracking. My controller is, it's on my chair, which is over here. It feels so weird having to, like, grab your own hands to move them around. Okay. Yeah, VODs are fine. You're a monster if you eat your bread without the outer layer. In Japan, they cut off the crusts of bread a lot. If you go to the convenience store and you buy their sandwiches, they usually don't have the crust. Which is kind of weird to me, right? It feels wasteful. But I think in Japan, they use the cut off bread crusts as panko for when they deep fry stuff. So I guess it doesn't completely go to waste. You're talking about real life skipping rocks? Are you watching this like on an actual lake? That's cool. Using your unlimited data. So welcome back to your 4 months. Has it been 4 months? Oh, this is okay, so it starts from the first month. It says it's probably been 3 months, right? On Twitch. On YouTube and Twitch. The first month is 1 indexed instead of 0, whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean. Yeah. I don't know, bread crust is good. Also in America, they have the, like, Smucker's Uncrustables. Like the pre-packaged, like, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that have no crust. Anyway, I don't know, what else is there to talk about? I feel like a lot of stuff has happened. It's like when I was going into this stream, I was like, oh yeah, I can talk about a bunch of stuff. But my mind is blanked out. I'm just like, what What the heck can I? What the heck was that? I can't even formulate my thoughts. Like besides the Hololive concert, besides Elden Ring, did anything else happen this week? You guys have anything to do this weekend besides a Hololive concert? Really need to find something. I can't talk. Oh my god. Find something else to do besides Elden Ring. Seeing how many hours people put into that game and still haven't beat it yet makes me feel like I should do something else. Spent too many hours, and it's fun, but I don't know. It's could be spending my time doing something else. Oh yeah, wait. Since the Aikatsu concert, I can't. Okay, not concert. Aikatsu 10th anniversary is happening soon. I probably should draw something for that at some point. I think 2024 is gonna get more worse after this year. I don't know. That's like 2 years from now. I have no idea. Oh yeah, Mario Kart DLC. I still suck at Mario Kart. I bought Mario Kart and I mostly only play it when VTubers are streaming it and they have a public lobby. Oh, I forgot to put this fishing rod in. I have a pretty good track record of getting into VTuber Mario Kart streams. But I usually come in pretty close to last. And I just use the default cart because I don't know the meta. I don't spend time like looking at what builds are good. Like what's a good cart, what's a good wheels. I think before the Nintendo Direct, a lot of people were thinking Mario Kart 9 was going to be announced. But I feel like Mario Kart DLC with like adding 40 something new maps is like basically like Mario Kart 9. I don't know, it's like new content. What could they add in Mario Kart 9 besides new maps? Isn't the Kirby game coming out soon? The one where Kirby eats things. I mean, Kirby eats things in every game, but Kirby and the I don't even remember the title of the game. Kirby Switch game. Yeah. 7 to 8 days. That's like, you know, I feel usually when I watch a Nintendo Direct, I feel like the games are usually don't come out until much later. With Mario Kart and Kirby games coming out so soon. It feels so soon. Also, they haven't announced anything about Breath of the Wild 2 since the original trailer. It's just been like silent. Yeah, Kirby. Everyone's like, yeah, Kirby eats the car. Kirby. Oh, that Kirby. As Thunder, I should probably get off the lake. No. I can't die. I'm immortal. You can't hurt me in VR. It's not real. Oops, oh god. Yeah, I've never died in this game. This is a deathless run. I will never die. Also, since I started playing Elden Ring, I haven't been playing, usually after work, I would usually play Pistol Whip, because it's pretty good exercise, but since I got Elden Ring, I've mostly just been playing that, and I haven't been keeping up with my exercises. Yeah, Wolfie walks on water. Well, look, I'm gonna like walk on water right now. Whoa. I think the most exercise I've gotten recently is I don't remember if I talked about this last week or the week before. No, I think I did. Karagi, she would play Punch-Out on stream, and every time she loses, she would do like a bunch of squats. And me and some other chat members joined along, and so yesterday did a bunch of squats. I think last week I also did a bunch of squats. The first week when I did it, my thighs were hurting so much, but as the weeks went on and we kept doing it, I feel like it doesn't hurt as much. But I have no idea how other people can do like hundreds of squats. I can do like 50 before like I feel like I need to stop. Some people just built different. Oops. It's also easier to do squats if you're shorter, right? Because you don't have to go down as far. And also, like, have you heard of Synth Rider? Oh yeah, Ame was playing that. I played it for like an hour a while back. It seemed pretty cool. I still prefer Beat Saber and Pistol Whip though. Your max is 500. That's not like 500 like without taking a break like at all. You once held a squat for 10 minutes. What the? That's a long time. I know in Ring Fit Adventure they make you hold a squat for like, you know, like 20 to 30 seconds. And just doing a few of those makes me feel like my legs are gonna die. Yeah. I did watch that Ame Synth Rider stream. I saw she was using she's using the same program I use for capturing. And I noticed she mentioned like her arms were large. They look larger than usual in that program. So when you use Live, they have an option to like match the size of your avatar's arms to like the size of your real arms relative to your model. And so she just would have had to disable that. But I notice when I do it, when I have the since this character is not based on my real human proportions, if you enable that, the arms look really weird. Okay, let me show you guys. It looks really cursed. So this is me right now, the model. I'm actually a bit taller than this, but if I like edit calibration, and I like if I match the arms, actually it's not that bad. If I if I match the size of my arms to like the model, it looks so cursed, right? Look at this. The model is like this short. So yeah, she just have to like disable the match arms. If I enable this match arms, right? I think this is like the regular size of the model by default. Like I'm much taller than this. You see my VR headset is like here, and the model is like that tall. If I match the height, then like the head goes up to there. If I don't match the height, just like huge arms guy. Anyway, oh yeah, I can be one of these other people. Oh man, I'm this guy. This is really weird. I don't like this. Take me back. Oh god, how do I? We can be whoa. We can be Synth Rider. Anyway, we're this guy. Alright, yeah. Every time you die in Elden Ring, you do one sit-up. I feel like just one sit-up. I mean, I guess you do die a lot in Elden Ring, but one sit-up doesn't feel like that much. Is that the Synth Rider? It is. The real Synth Rider is in chat. Anyway, yeah, you can upload whatever models you want. If you want to be like Hatsune Miku, you can upload your... It's not technically uploading because you're not like putting it on a server anywhere. But you can use whatever avatar you want. A lot of these are made for Beat Saber. So if you go on websites that let you download Beat Saber avatars, you can just put them right into this program. And it just works. But anyway, Wolfie's real name is Synth Rider. Oh no, Wolfie doxed Mr. Synth Rider. Yeah, the cricket noises. I like the spatial audio in this game. Basically any VR game, right? If I move my head around, the cricket sounds are from behind me now, and the audio's from my left or my right side. But I like the night sound in this game too. Let's go night mode. Oh, it's quiet. Wow. Now we got like fireflies. I don't know, I feel like I haven't played this game like off stream recently. Like sometimes it's nice to just like look up at the sky. Just like stare at the clouds. This is it's a bit nostalgic actually. Somehow, even though it's only been like a few months since I started playing this game. Need to think of a character design so I can commission a model. Oh, nice. If you learn how to do like 3D modeling, that'd be cool. Oh no, the game didn't break. This is just night mode. Anyway, it's cool. Would recommend this game if you have VR or have any interest in getting VR. Yeah, it's nighttime. I feel like 3D modeling is cool to learn. If you guys do like the Blender donut tutorial that everyone does, it's pretty fun. It's like nice to learn how people make things. Oops. Like when I was in college, I took a course on like 3D graphics, but it was like all of like the manual stuff, like using OpenGL directly, using matrix multiplication to put stuff. And so a lot of the stuff about, you know, normals and vectors and all that, that's like, I had to do them manually. Yeah, the Blender donut. They remade the Blender donut tutorial for the latest version of Blender. It's like the Blender guru guy who does them. Anyway, look at this at night mode. This thing glows in the dark. This attracts fish at night. Yeah, the donut tutorial. You should do it. It's fun. I feel like a lot of, like when I was doing that donut tutorial for the first time, he didn't really explain like some of the reasoning for doing stuff. Sometimes he's just like, here's a subdivision surface, but he didn't explain like what that was or what it meant. So I just had to like, I'm basically just following the instructions, but not knowing exactly what I'm really doing. But I think after doing it for a while, you get used to it. But I haven't used Blender in a while, so I've forgotten all the stuff I've learned. I made a fish in Blender. I was originally gonna use it for my loading screen, the fish that I use for donations. Also, the sound of rain in VR is really nice, especially like at night. We got the chill lo-fi radio with the thunder sounds, the rain. We got the crickets. We got a wolf howling somewhere. Yeah, good times, good times. There, well, it's like 7:32. I'll probably end stream like 10 minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes ish. Miosha, is that a wolf? I don't know. I think the fish in this part of the lake are also gone. It's been a while since I reeled in a fish. Oh, call me Meow. Actually, there's like a lot of Hololive VTubers that I actually have not seen their streams of. Mio. You guys realize how Mio's character design looks like Shadow the Hedgehog? I realized that recently. She has like the black and red design. It's like, that's exactly like Shadow the Hedgehog. Except she's not a hedgehog. It's 6:33. Yeah, it's 7:33 here. Yeah. Cursed, now you're cursed with the knowledge that I have. Now we need like a, well, I was gonna say we need like a VTuber that looks like Sonic, but Sonic is a VTuber. Actually, I don't know if has Sonic streamed at all since they originally announced Sonic was going to be a VTuber, but has he done any streams since? Or was that just like a one-time thing? Fufuki Silver? Yeah, I guess. It's no use. Is there a blue VTuber in Hololive that could be Sonic? Who knows? Well, I don't know. I'm out of stuff to talk about. Okayu is Big the Cat. You know, if you guys, I remember. I don't know how to talk. When I played Sonic Adventure, whenever I got to the Big the Cat levels, I could never figure out how to do it. Like, I didn't understand the fishing in that game. It made no sense to me. Lamy or Suisei. They're not exactly like the shade of blue that Sonic is, though. But I guess that's probably the closest you could. They're like light blue. You know, I feel like the shade of blue that they use for Sonic is not that commonly seen in like hair colors. It's like a very dark blue, right? It's very unnatural looking for hair. Except like you'll have cosplayers that have wigs that are like weirdly unnatural colored. Like when I see like cosplayers wearing like a blonde character wig, it always looks weird to me. I don't know, like the type of yellow that they use a lot of the times just it's like too bright. Astel, but he has the yellow highlights. Oh yeah, that shade of blue is pretty close. But the yellow highlights, I mean, he could be a combination of Sonic and Tails. Also, didn't they wasn't there like the Sonic the movie 2? Is that coming out anytime soon? The Sonic movie. Anyway, I think that's it. I'm just gonna lie here, to sit down, to stare at the clouds. 7:36. I'll go for 3 more minutes. And if you guys have anything you want to talk about, you can talk for 3 minutes. Otherwise, I'm just gonna chill. I can feel my voice. Like, okay, I shouldn't like lie down like that because my voice gets. It's hard to talk when you're lying down, right? I mean, not really lying down. I'm just like when you're reclined in your chair. Yeah, the bright blonde is too much. I also feel like it's rare to see someone refer to, like, I usually see people say Hachama instead of Hato. I feel like, wait a second. Oh yeah, her name is not Hachama. I'm too used to seeing Hachama. There's no fish. Where's the fish? I do kind of miss doing, I don't know, just like fishing in VR, like off stream. I mean, when I used to do it, it was still on stream, but I would like have chat disabled and I would just like watch a VTuber stream. Haven't done that in a long time. It hurts you fell off VTubers before finding Hololive and missing 3 years of stuff. Oh. Has it been 3 years since, I guess it has, yeah. Since, Kizuna Ai's first video is probably about that long ago, or 4 years ago, I don't know. Wait, I didn't know Tails was a VTuber. I knew Sonic was one. You know, a VTuber that's a character from a horror doujin. Do you mean doujin as in like the porn doujin, or like, I know people usually say when they refer to doujin, it's like some people either specifically mean like R18 doujin, but from me being around on the internet, doujin usually just means self-published. But nowadays people associate it with like R18 stuff. Yeah, I've done a lot of no-talk only fishing streams. Oh, Hololive has been going for over 4 years. Well, yeah, Holo EN has been like about 1.5 years, so that would make sense. Is Tails still streaming with Sonic? What if Sonic graduates as a VTuber? Wouldn't that be weird? They could probably just replace his voice actor, right? Unlike with Kizuna Ai, it would be like, it would be fine, because Sonic is like, I don't know, he's just a game character. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for the stream. Thanks for watching. It's been 2 hours and 15, 20... 2 hours and 25 minutes-ish. So that's about how long my streams are, and also the fish aren't biting at all. So I think it's about time to wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Next stream will be next week again, probably. And you got small Wolfie, but what about normal Wolfie? I mean like the Holo EN, they had their small models and now they have their regular size model. I have not imagined this character like existing in a form that isn't small. I don't know what that would look like. Also, I don't feel like commissioning someone to do it. But I don't know. Maybe someday, but I have no plans for it. Yep, alright, thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day and weekend. It's gonna be Friday tomorrow. It's Thursday today. We got the whole live concert this weekend. And if you have other plans, hope those go well. And yeah, that's it. See ya. Alright, I'm gonna click this button. Every time, I do this every time. I'm gonna lean in close to this stop streaming button. And oh look, my legs are clipping into the... clipping through the boat. Alright, see you. Goodbye.